Earlier this week, Disney Plus released a new addition to their streaming service, Star, a selection that offers movies and television series beyond the family-friendly content one may expect from a Disney streaming service. This selection consists of titles under other Disney-owned studios, most notably 20th Century Fox, which was purchased by Disney last year. Now that Disney Plus has worked out a way to offer the more adult-oriented content from their vast library with the unveiling of Star, this has led many to ask, will the Alien series be part of that offer? As it turns out, the answer isn't exactly straightforward. The answer is yes and no. You see, dear viewer, I am Canadian. I come from the fabled land that is birthplace to Aliens director James Cameron, among others. Our streaming services here often have different selections from the United States, and vice versa, usually with titles that were acquired and given streaming rights, not so much the original content. That, for the most part, stays the same. Also, we don't have all the services you have in the States. Services such as Hulu and HBO Max are luxuries unknown to the Canadas, though we do have something called Crave, which is the closest thing to HBO Max, at least. So with Alien, of course, not being an original title, but an acquired one from Disney, the streaming rights are going to be a little bit different everywhere, and I won't pretend to understand all the details of how this works, but the long story short is, in Canada, we have Alien on Disney+. Star offers the original 4 Alien films, as well as the 2 AVP films, the 2 prequels from Ridley Scott, and also being Fox titles, the 4 Predator films are also included. As I've come to understand after inquiring on social media, the Alien titles are currently available on HBO Max, so it's likely that service still has the streaming licenses, and it will end up being a matter of waiting for those licenses to expire before Disney Plus is able to offer the films to the United States. Since we don't have HBO Max in Canada, there's no conflict there, so we already have them. And this seems to be the case in other regions such as the UK, Spain, and Australia as well. So I'm sure eventually they'll end up being available to the Americans, but not just yet. Either you'll have to wait, or if available, use a VPN to enjoy the Alien series on Disney Plus Star. But I thought it might be fun to take a look at how they're set up on the service, and what to expect when they are available, or depending on your region, how they're currently available. When browsing, you'll be able to see the Alien collection, with a convenient option to select the films from the series. With Alien, we have the image of the Nostromo crew, and the synopsis reads, directed by Ridley Scott, the original sci-fi classic follows Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, investigating a suspected SOS on a remote planet and makes a terrifying discovery. As far as the technical specs go, it's offered in HD and 4K HD and 5.1 surround sound. Currently, this is the only film of the original series that has a 4K presentation. Although, I'm hearing rumors that Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection may be getting the treatment quite soon, so this may be something to look out for with future streaming options. With Aliens, there's the promotional image of Ripley aiming her weapon at an unseen assailant and holding little Newt in her arms. The synopsis reads, Ripley reawakens from cryogenic sleep a half-century after a narrow escape from her alien foe, only to be sent to a remote colony to help battle an infestation of xenomorphs. It's offered in HD and 5.1 surround sound. There's Alien 3 and the promotional image of an intense bald Ripley. This image was used for a lot of covers and posters for the film. The synopsis, Ripley continues to be stalked by a savage alien after her escape pod crashes on a prison planet, also offered in HD with 5.1 sound. Alien Resurrection, a lovely image of Ripley 8 lovingly caressing the newborn. It's been 200 years since Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, made the ultimate sacrifice. Now scientists have cloned her, and the alien queen inside her, hoping to breed the ultimate weapon. HD, 5.1 surround sound. There's Alien vs. Predator, the only PG-13 rated movie of the bunch, and I suppose the only one that could have been considered for the Disney Plus service in a pre-Star era. Here's an image of Scar bearing his blades. The synopsis, a team of scientists on an expedition finds themselves caught up in the cataclysmic battle between aliens and predators. And no matter which species wins, the humans lose. This is in HD with 5.1 surround sound. And of course, there's the AVP sequel, Requiem, displaying the image of the Predalien. The iconic creatures from 2 of the scariest film franchises in movie history wage their most brutal battle ever, in our own backyard. HD 5.1 sound. There's also Prometheus. A team of explorers discover a clue to the origins of mankind on Earth, leading them on a journey through the universe. There they must fight a battle to save the future of the human race. Since this is a newer film, we get some spiffier technical details. It has a 4K presentation, HDR10 high dynamic range, Dolby Vision, and 5.1 surround sound. Finally, the last of the Alien collection offered in Disney Plus Star and the most recent Alien film, Alien Covenant. Ridley Scott returns to the universe he created with Alien Covenant. The crew of the ship Covenant uncovers a threat beyond their imagination and must attempt a harrowing escape. This also offers a 4K presentation, HDR10 high dynamic range, Dolby Vision, and 5.1 surround sound. So the gang's all here. Every single Alien movie is available to stream in this collection. Now, the unfortunate thing is that these are strictly the theatrical versions of each film. It would have been nice to have the option to view the different versions of the original 4 films, but that doesn't seem to be the case, at least not presently. You'll notice there is a little section within each film titled Extras, but there's nothing of much interest there. With each film, it's simply a preview clip of about a minute in length to give you an idea of the movie. So with the collection, it's just the movies, the theatrical versions, no additional making-ofs or deleted scenes. There's also the Predator films. All 4 are available on the Star service, and these are all currently available in 4K presentations. Otherwise, it's the same deal as the Alien films, strictly the movies, no additional features to speak of in the extras section. So, with 6 Alien films, 4 Predator films, and 2 AVP films, we have all the makings available for an Ultimate Destruction marathon. I think it's an exciting thing to know that the Alien and Predator films are now available to stream on Disney Plus Star in many regions around the world, and very soon, I'm sure, within the US. Not that it really affects me directly. Lord knows I have plenty of releases on plenty of formats already. I'm particularly fond of the convenience of having digital copies in my iTunes library. I have an Apple TV, so that's usually how I watch all streaming and digital content. The digital copies have all the features of the Blu-ray set, and even a little bit more, actually. When the 40th anniversary shorts were released in 2019, they became permanently housed in the special features section of the first film. A nice touch, if you ask me. So it's not as if I'm lacking in ways to watch Alien in my own life, but I am entirely aware, as I'm sure you are, that there is an entire generation that is yet to be exposed to these films. Our days as veteran Alien fans of discovering the films either on cable or renting from Blockbuster or borrowing copies from a friend or a relative, those are over. This is the streaming era. There's a whole new generation who are only able to watch movies from these kinds of streaming services. And aside from Netflix, Disney Plus is the biggest streaming service out there, and surely there will be a brand new group of people who are going to discover these movies and fall completely in love with them. And you can feel about Disney however you want, and have your own reservations about the ever-growing monopoly of IPs held firmly in its white-gloved grasp. I understand those concerns. I share them. Please don't take me for a Disney shill or anything like that. Believe me, I'm quite frankly afraid of Disney. This is an independent YouTube fan channel. This is a one-man operation. I have no official association with the franchise, and surely they could squash me and not think twice about it. And I just have to live with that possibility. I have no illusions about what they're capable of doing. But I run this channel because I'm a huge fan of these movies. And my excitement at the prospect of more people getting a chance to see them is an excitement that comes from that same place. We had it great back in our days as Alien fans. We had the journeys through the video stores and the soft hum of the VCR in a dark basement as we sat glued to the square screen in absolute terror experiencing these films. And now new viewers are going to get that kind of experience through a modern lens, surely some being able to easily guess their parents' PIN numbers and access the star selection. And of course, people who maybe haven't seen the movies in a while will be able to revisit them. The point is, they're available. They're on a highly accessible streaming platform, and more people, now more than ever, are going to be able to enjoy these movies. I think that's great. And I think it's great that the franchise is still holding up really well over the years. It's still going strong. We recently had a great new book released, Alien Into Charybdis, which I hear is doing very well with sales. We have the new Marvel comics coming out very, very soon, next month actually, and recently there was a really intriguing motion comic teaser that showed off a little bit of what to expect. That has really piqued my interest, even more than it already was, so I look forward to that. We have a new video game coming soon. We have an Ellen Ripley and Xenomorph skin for purchase on Minecraft or Fortnite or some stupid thing. There's a new television series coming out soon. There's a new Predator movie on the horizon. It's a great time to be a fan, and I suspect the fan base will continue to grow. And through all of this, I hope you'll stick around with me as we celebrate the old and the new of all things alien and continue to explore the depths of space where, as you know, no one can hear you scream. I look forward to bringing new videos to the channel in the future, and I hope it'll be able to stick around without any mice infestations. And until next time, this is Alien Theory, signing off.